All right, what's up, guys? So it has been a while. I don't think I've released a video at this point in about a month. So it's been a long time since I've released a video, and I want to explain where I've been and why I haven't been posting and what's going to be coming next. So basically, the short answer is that I have been burnt out from the fact that I've been doing in person coaching and online coaching pretty much every day, pretty much multiple hours per day. And that's something that takes a lot of energy, right? It takes a lot out of you, but it's something that I prioritize over even the YouTube channel because that's where you get the most profound transformations, right? That's where you get the results of someone like being a virgin and then sleeping with multiple women uh, after coaching, right? That's where you get the most impact as a coach is doing something in person. It's the more that you have involvement with the person you're helping, with the person you're working with, the more accountability you have, the more they're bought in, the more leverage you have, the better results you're going to get. So, free videos let you reach new people. They can definitely give people useful advice. They can be very powerful some of the time. The problem is that the majority of people, they have no skin in the game, no accountability, and they lack the discipline necessary. They haven't developed that characteristic to be able to just implement the exact steps, right? Because I've posted so many videos. I say, all right, you haven't been approaching. That's the reason you're not getting results. And I explain all the logical reasons. I prove to you, okay, this is why the one thing you need to start doing is approaching, and everything else will start to coalesce, right? It'll start to come together. That's going to be the thing that's the watershed moment is when you get over approach anxiety and are meeting new women, asking their numbers, and doing that consistently. And I can say that in 50 videos, and yet 95% of people who watch those videos are still not going to do it, right? They have no accountability, they have no leverage, they're not bought in, there's no skin in the game. And so the vast majority, there will be people who do it, and that's why it's worth doing, right? There will be that 5%, maybe 10% who just watch the video and say, all right, let's do it. Let's go, right? People who already have strong discipline, who already have good work ethic, who already have a track record of self improvement in other areas, like someone who's lost a lot of weight in the past, someone who started their own business. Certain people will make it happen. Yet a lot are just going to watch on the sidelines and get take it as a dopamine hit. And, at least they're learning some concepts that's getting in their mindset a little bit, but they're not directly getting tangible results. That's very common. And so that's the most frustrating thing being someone working in this industry of self improvement is that a lot of people don't take action. You can give them the exact right steps, but it doesn't matter if I give you the exact right steps if you don't enact them, right? If you don't put them into action, then it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, it's better than watching like TikTok, maybe, right? It's not destroying your brain, but if you're not getting results, then that's frustrating, right? That's not what I want. And when someone works with you in person, when they reach out to work with you in person, they're going to take it infinitely more seriously, right? It's not even close. And that's why I have many testimonials of guys who had never gotten laid from cold approach, not necessarily even pulling just one girl and getting laid once during a 3-day boot camp, sometimes multiple times, sometimes having threesomes, sometimes hooking up with a model, even though they had never even approached a girl before in their life, right? That's why that happens, because the leverage, the accountability, and then also the advice hits on a very different level when you're watching it on YouTube. It's very different than when you're actually experiencing it in person, right? And it's also a lot more personalized, and I can get to your specific points of sticking points, right? The specific things that are holding you back, your blind spots. I'm able to do that. Now, with that said, I still want to get new people into pickup. I still want to spread the word, the gospel, whatever you might want to call it. I want to introduce this type of content to more people, and then more people will get results. Even though a lot of people will just dabble, there's always going to be people who watch the content who get results. I mean, that was me. I got results before I got coaching. Now, it took me a long time to learn. My learning curve was pretty rough, right? It took years when it could have taken months, but I was someone who got good before I got coaching. It may not have been a quick process, but I was able to do it. And if more people are introduced to pickup, there's going to be more people who have success, more people who get out of scarcity. But I think there's a few types of content that are most effective, and that's what I'm going to be focusing on in the future. So I've been kind of burnt out from all the in person coaching, which I do prioritize over even making YouTube videos because that's where you change someone's life, right? That's where you know you are changing someone's life in real time over the course of a few days. If you don't believe me, you can look at many of the testimonials. I mean, even on my testimonial page, I only have a fraction of the ones I have, but it's dozens and dozens of video testimonials of guys saying, I never approached a girl after the boot camp. I got laid 50 times in the first year, or I got laid 30 times, or I met my girlfriend, or whatever. You see example after example after example. And that is what I'm able to produce from real life coaching. So I'm still going to be focusing on that. That's still my priority. But I do want to make sure that I'm making content that gets to new people, that introduces guys who are struggling, guys who are probably watching red pill and black pill content and think it's hopeless, think they're not good looking enough, who are getting further and further dragged down by all that negative information. Not all the red pill is negative. I know people are going to jump to that conclusion. There's a lot of good stuff in the red pill, but there's also a lot of crap as well, right? It's some of both. Black pill, there's not a lot of good in there. But anyway, so I'm going to be making more content and I'm going to focus on reaching more people, on getting more people to be aware of this. And there's a few ways I'm going to do that. One is by getting more infield. Infield is kind of a logistical nightmare. You have to get someone to be a good videographer who doesn't get caught every time, because they will get caught and that ruins the infield. And then you can get kicked out of places, stuff like that. So the logistics are difficult on that end. Then there's all the technological issues. Sometimes the audio doesn't work. You forget that you had it on mute. It's frustrating, but it's extremely valuable. Right? That is, first of all, it's very different than just talking to a camera. It's actually showing that you walk the walk. And I'm not just going to show infield of myself. I'm going to do my best to get infield of people from all different walks of life. A good example would be the channel Social Animal, as someone who does that, right? He gets infield of people from all different backgrounds because you might not relate to my situation, right? You might be shorter than me. You might be a different ethnicity. You might have whatever different situation that makes it think, well, just because he can do it doesn't mean I can do it. And I want to show someone who has a similar situation or a more difficult situation than you having success. So I'm going to be getting infield of myself because I know the videos I've had the closest to going viral have always been infield, right? That's been true 100% of the time. So I'm going to be getting more infield, even though it is a pain in the ass to do so. So that's going to be my number one focus, getting infield of myself and infield of other people. Number two, I'm going to be doing complete long form guides that really distill a key concept or a key idea, a key topic. That's the word I'm looking for, that cover a key topic in pickup and go over it in a very organized, systematized way. Something that I put a lot of effort, a lot of thought into, because those videos I think are the most powerful in terms of being easy to, in terms of producing results, in terms of actually helping people change and improve. So I'm going to be posting a lot of those. A good example, if you haven't seen it, is my complete guide to night game. That's a recent one that I posted. And then third, I'm going to be doing documentary style videos. That's going to be the third type of content that I'm making. And this is basically a way to make videos that are more entertaining, that are more that catch your attention, that are more likely to have long view retention on YouTube, that are good for the algorithm. They're going to take a shit ton of effort, a lot of production, but it's going to be something that's new and different and just keeps me excited, keeps me interested, and also is going to help bring new people to be aware of pickup, to be aware of this kind of content. So that's going to be my focus. I'm going to be getting back to posting videos regularly. I don't like how I said that. I'm going to be getting back to posting videos regularly as soon as possible. But the best way that you can connect with me, that you can work with me, is to join my free online community. I have created recently a free online community where you're going to be surrounded by other men who are sharing field reports, which, if you don't know, that's basically talking about what happened when you went out to approach girls, or sharing their field reports, just sharing their success stories, asking questions that I will personally answer, and then also doing group coaching calls. And that is completely free to join. So if you want, even if I'm not posting many videos, even if I'm gone for another week, another 2 weeks, the best way that you can uh, be a part of my the best way you can be a part of my community is to join the group by clicking the link below. And of course, if you want to take this seriously, if you're tired of being stuck in the dabbler phase, of being someone who's been watching pickup videos, who's been watching self-improvement, who's thought about the idea of taking action but has not gotten results yet, then what I highly recommend you do is click the link below to schedule a free consultation call to find out if in-person coaching is a good fit for you. If you need proof that it works, that it's effective, then I'll link a bunch of testimonials below. I'm also going to be posting an interview with a recent client who went from being a virgin to sleeping with, I think it's 9 or 10 women now in just a few months. A client who was a virgin in his late 30s who has slept with 9 or 10 women since then. And we're going to be doing that on the group live. So you can join that if you join the group. And then you're going to see exactly the blueprint for how someone can go from no results to sleeping with more women in just a few months than most men do in their entire lives. You're going to see exactly how you can do that. And that's going to be live this week. So I would recommend joining the group completely free. And that's where you can actually interact with me, where it's not just watching content, it's not just consuming content. It's something where you can actually get out of it what you put into it. When you join the group, you get out of it what you put into it. So you can just read the field reports, just read the questions, sure. But the more you participate, the more you get involved, the more you're going to get results from it. So that's something I highly recommend you join. It's completely free. And if you want to learn more about in-person coaching, then click the link below to schedule a free call.